morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day. I asked the mayor of Lawrenceville how she did such a good job at arranging the weather today, but God has blessed us truly with a beautiful day to celebrate Veterans Day out here today, so we're grateful for that. The forecast for the rest of the week is a little interesting, so we can all be very happy to be here today as we celebrate the men and women who served our country, past and present, over the last 200 or so years. We want to thank our living veterans who are here with us today and pay respect to the veterans whose names are listed on the monuments behind me in the Gwinnett Fallen Heroes Memorial. We also want to celebrate the fact that we didn't have to add any names to the plaques behind me this year. So that in and of itself is worthy of great celebration for all of us here today. Before we begin with the rest of the ceremony, I want to recognize some special guests that are with us today. First of all, we want to welcome the family members of those whose names are written on the markers behind us. Thank you so much for being here today. I'd also like to recognize everyone who has served or is currently serving in the military, and I know that we have a group in the back that's going to march in, but we especially want to recognize the Vietnam veterans, and so let's just give them a round of applause before they get out here. At this time, it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Carolyn Bice, co-founder of this Fallen Heroes Memorial Committee, for a special presentation.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you, Glenn. This year we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Gwinnett Fallen Heroes Memorial. And today we'd like to pay a very special tribute to our veterans.
Our freedoms tell the story of our heroes. On the pages of their lives, we see the dream.
Please stand and welcome our heroes.
Every heart to live what they've been promised. A life of hope and freedom in this land of liberty. Defenders of the red, white, and blue, we will always remember.
Go around and go around.
Right on the edge, right here. Sweetheart, up the back.
Yes, go right.
Go around.
Yes, go right. Hard to talk after that. listen to the words of the song.
There's no greater love on earth than this. We will never forget. Oh, no, never. We will never forget. We will never forget. We will never forget. We will never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, another resounding round of applause for our veterans. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, you may be seated. Our veterans here, just hold on with me for another moment if you don't mind. We are here today to honor and pay respect to all of our veterans, our heroes. While we appreciate all of our veterans and their service to our country, there's a select group of veterans who did not receive the welcome home that they so richly deserved, and they're the veterans of the Vietnam War. With the veterans of the Vietnam War, including the Vietnam War era, please move around the obelisk here with me. Thank you, and I don't think I have to say this. I am in such awe of this incredible group of men and women, and I am so honored and so humbled to be in your presence. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I have a special message for our Vietnam vets this morning. You were met with anti-war protest, disgust, and disdain when you returned home. You did not receive the welcome home that the veterans of World War II, or the Korean War, or the theaters of wars in the Middle East received and enjoyed. You weren't met with parades or yellow ribbons. You never received the hero's welcome you so richly deserved. But it's not too late to thank you today. This yellow ribbon has been placed in honor of all of those who fought in the jungles of Southeast Asia, for those who returned, and for those who did not. We can't turn back time, but today we can give you the resounding welcome home you so richly deserve, and which is so long overdue. To each of our Vietnam War heroes, on behalf of the citizens of the United States of America, the state of Georgia, and the county of Gwinnett, please accept our sincere gratitude for your service to our country. Thank you for your sacrifices. We owe you all a debt of gratitude that can never be repaid. You have truly answered General Patton's call to duty, honor, country. To signify and solidify your honorable service to our country and your homecoming, I would like to ask two of our fellow Gwinnett Fallen Heroes board members to step forward. Colonel James R. Argo, Jr., retired USMC, Vietnam helicopter pilot, attorney, and Gwinnett County Magistrate Court Judge. And Michael T. Finch, USMC, veteran of the Tet Offensive, trustee of the VFW Post number 5255, and Chief Building Inspector for the City of Lawrenceville. I'd like to ask for them to please step forward and to remove this token on behalf of Vietnam veterans everywhere, of your long overdue welcome home. Welcome home, Vietnam veterans. Welcome home. Go down the middle. Just take it with you. Again, thank you, Vietnam veterans, for your service. We love you and we appreciate you.
Carolyn, to you and the rest of the folks who worked so hard on the program today, thank you very much. This was certainly a moving tribute. It's, and I don't want to neglect the rest of the veterans, but I suppose that I'm like many of the other baby boomer generation. The Vietnam War was our war. It was the one that our friends and our close relatives went off to, and I'm going to get emotional about this probably. I do want to thank each of you, each veteran here, and each family member that backed up a veteran as they served. We thank you so much, no matter what your role was, which conflict you served in, or what the circumstances of your service might have been. We thank you for that service. We thank you for being here today, so that we can honor you, and through you, honor all the other veterans who have fought, been injured, and lost their lives in defending the U.S. of A.
So, good morning, veterans, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, National Guards, reservists, family, friends, and distinguished guests. Also, public officials. And that includes the fire department, police officers, EMTs, and all our public safety officials. Thank you. My name is Sergeant Major Patrick C. Amos, U.S. Army. I'm a combat-connected, disabled, retired veteran. I don't look it, but I am. I am humbled for the opportunity I have been to address everyone in attendance today, as we pay tribute to those of whom have given so much of themselves and asked for so little in return. This Veterans Day, we pay homage to those men and women who have defended our Constitution on the fields of battle, both near and far. Since our nation's founding, every generation has stepped forth, brave patriots willing to place the freedom of others before their own lives. Their sacrifice has given meaning to our values and ideals. For that, we honor and thank you.
Our freedoms tell the story of our heroes. On the pages of their lives, we see the dreams that every heart could live what they've been promised. life of hope and freedom in this land of liberty. Defenders of the red, white, and blue, we will always remember you. We will never forget your sacrifice, the way that you lived, all you gave when you died. There's no greater love on earth than this. We will never forget. True freedom is the story of our hero, as he sacrificed his life to set us free. His cross became a battlefield for freedom, the bridge connecting heaven to humanity. Redeemer, you are faithful and true. We will always remember you. We will never forget your sacrifice, the way that you lived, all you gave when you died. There's no greater love on earth than this. We will never forget. We will never forget. And freedom is more than just a dream. It's the life that God intended for all who would
Thank you once again for being here this morning, and this concludes today's ceremony. Thank you.